obviously on Sona's ultimate. Anivia has pretty long cooldowns on some of her abilities as well.
All right, we are getting ready. Game number 1, match 1, CLG against All Authority. Let's go. We got our teams. We got CLG on blue. We got Against All Authority on purple side. We're getting ready. Game is about to finish loading up, and look at the intensity in their faces. And we are in.
Yeah, and it's pretty exciting. Both junglers are taking exhaust, so you know, no flash jungling here. It's going to be a lot of aggression. It will provide them some greater counter jungling presence. They will be very strong in those 1v1 matchups. We do have Buccaneer TF right now, so I actually hadn't seen that skin before, but that's definitely exciting.
Hey, if you're at a fancy casino, you gotta have a fancy matching outfit. And you know what? We are in a good place right now. It's hot shot now going on up.
Hey, Red Baron Corky, there we go.
Hey, yeah.
Someone's shouting it out.
We got it. But right, CLG getting up into the tri-bush. Soaz is alone. We don't know. I'm not sure if we can see him.
Yeah,
no
CLG,
vision on that. But here comes CLG.
Oh,
Anivia. Soaz will get out just in time, but they know CLG is in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and really this is going to provide them some, presence over their blue. They wanted to see if maybe they would come in after the red. Against All Authority definitely recognizes that early advantage, so they're playing pretty defensively, sitting up here. They did, Nidalee did see the Flash Frost coming in, so they know they're pursuing the red here, and they're actually, CLG is coming in to try and steal this red buff. Against All Authority, probably won't pursue it. They'll probably just get that blue for Nocturne and continue jungling.
They want to secure the blue, but what they could do, potentially, just go right into CLG's jungle, take the red, be none the wiser. A steal for a steal, you might as well. But Soaz still wandering around in the tri-bush. CLG, they're starting to, we have a few members recalling just to be safe. 4 still in the jungle. Ping's going down by the wolves. Linek should be taking those convincingly and going down then to the blue. We'll have to see where to go from there, but CLG's now moving in, want to steal the wraiths. A little less for Linek to feed off of there. Red should be spawning soon. And we are now ramping up. So against All Authority's jungle to start is going to be very barren. So a lot of the action jungle-wise for the first few minutes should be going on CLG's side. And now we see MoMA, we see Big Fat LP in the mid.
It should be interesting to see where Nocturne's going to be going with his path because, like you said, he could pursue a bottom infiltration, but I don't know. Against All Authority knows that they're going to excel once they have some of these ultimates up, so it might be kind of risky for him to come in. He can steal these wraiths pretty easily, so he can do that. But not a lot of these lanes will be very easy for him to gank. We actually see Corky down here going to trade a little bit with Janna while Sona is away, so that gives them a little bit of an advantage there.
A few quick pot shots right there in the bush, and Linek now stealing the red.
Going for that red very aggressively, knows, Lee Sin is going to be going over for the blue. I'm kind of surprised. A lot of times you'll see a pro ward the entrance to the jungle when you're trying to go for that aggressive counter jungle, so you know that that's not an issue.
So we got some mutual steals on the buffs, but both of our junglers now have both buffs, red and blue. They have the mana regen, they have the slow, they have the DOT, and MoMA and Big Fat LP. MoMA's taking a few hits, but everything's still going swimmingly for the moment. N-rated and yellow trying to do what they can against Double Lift and Chouster. Double Lift looking fine in that Baron Corky skin, if I must say so myself.
Oh, we have the Flash Frost from Big Fat onto MoMA, so getting a little early advantage there in that lane.
MoMA half health already 3 minutes in. Quite a severe disadvantage early on to have half health. I mean, like you can get a single gank from the jungler should be enough to take you out if you are not paying attention. But burning those health pots while you can.
Mostly, I suspect, though, we'll probably have free farm lanes through most of this time.
Yeah, we should.
There is some burst potential, but a lot of it's going to be dependent on whether or not junglers can get in there. We will see, some harass going on, but for the most part, it's going to be waiting around until everyone gets level 6. Then we'll see some really aggressive ganks from against All Authority, and see how CLG responds. Whether we have good vision to, try and catch against All Authority when they're out of position.
Yeah, the big thing here is level 6. Once Against All Authority hits level 6, they all get their ults. They all become global. They all become that much more mobile. Everyone from CLG, once that 6 comes around, they need to be a little more cautious, a little bit more wary of what they're doing.
And it's interesting, against All Authority, they do have not only do they have that aggressive ganking team, but they definitely have some, strong pokes as the game progresses. It'll be interesting to see whether they can stall CLG underneath the tower.
Oh,
we do have the range from,
going
TF and everyone.
in. He's hovering around the mid. He's got both buffs. MoMA is around the corner, but the Wraiths, Linek is nearby. St. Vicious is going in. The wall coming up, and the fireball misses. Stun misses.
Yeah, so not able to get in there. It will be very difficult to gank any of these lanes. We do have the skill shot ganks. But Nocturne seeing if, Lee Sin's going to come back in. Nothing's going to happen there, so he's just going to continue jungling.
CV goes down. We know he's there. But Soaz up top with hot shot, exchanging blows, trying to muscle the other person out of lane. But there's a lot of sustain, lots of sustain up top lane. We got the heal on Italy. We got Shen with the shield. It's going to be a pretty big standoff. Top lane, bot lane, we still got a little bit of action going on, but St. Vicious is now making his approach.
And they don't see him, so he's going to get the Q in there. Just some nice damage on Ezreal, but again, a very defensive lane. There's not really a whole lot of kill potential there. Both Ezreal and Corki are very survivable. It might be interesting. Chowster is really the one who's most vulnerable in this game. If we see an aggressive gank from Nocturne, and probably once we're level 6 with Nocturne again.